Hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Ruach Kodash, and double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace, love, salutations, and blessings to the house of David, which is the elect. And I was just reading this article coming from Insider Paper entitled Openai Offers to Help Countries Build AI Systems. And, you know, the whole AI, what's the word? Infrastructures and the initiative that we see being formed, right? Trump, the administration is speaking about it. Various other countries as well. Really the whole world is moving toward this artificial intelligent society. Okay, and when you read this and then you do research using AI, right? Because I typed in it's a Gronk, which I'll pull it up. You can clearly see that this is a part of this new world agenda, right? The beast system, where this artificial intelligence will be your god, right? Which is why the microchip, which is the charagma, right, which is the mark of the beast, is pivotal, right? It's the really the central connecting device that connects this technology to humanity, right? And those that take it, and when I was reading this article, it reminded me of that TV show called The 100. Came out years ago. A very good TV show, where even in that TV show, it showed you that taking the what they called was a key. Some call it a key, some call it a chip, and it's actually interesting because it kind of looks like this. It kind of looks like that, but instead of that symbol, it had a symbol of a what is it, the affinity symbol. All right, which I seen that affinity symbol somewhere, connecting with the whole AI recently, but I can't remember where I seen it at. So don't quote me on that. But regardless, OpenAI, which is I think Sam Altman, right, which is a small hat, and he was actually a business partner with Elon Musk, right? But then something happened where they split up, and now Elon Musk has his Gronk, and Sam Altman has OpenAI. But you know he's pushing, well, he's at the forefront rather of this whole initiative to have various other countries build AI systems with the help of the US government, which I found very interesting because, as we know, the charagma is also known as the mark of the beast. Okay, and the beast we know is the ancient Roman Empire coming back to life, right? That's that second beast that came out of the earth, who exercises all of the power of the first beast, right? Which that is what America and the NATO or EU allies, right? America being the whore, right? The spearhead of the beast, and you have its allies. So let's read this. It says OpenAI on Wednesday announced an initiative, which that is today, Wednesday, May 7th, to help countries build their own artificial intelligence infrastructures with the US government a partner in projects. The San Francisco tech firm's move to put its technology at the heart of national AI platforms around the world comes as it faced competition from Chinese rival DeepSeek. All right, and that's something that Trump has made mention of plenty of times, how he doesn't want well, he's saying America has to be at the forefront of, AI, because he doesn't want China to be at the front of it, right? And same thing along with digital currency, which digital currency is connected to, um, this artificial intelligence, and ultimately the um, chips, right? The microchips. Okay, and you had Klaus Schwab. Remember, he had made that statement that China, that he likes the Chinese model, right? Or China is the model, for society and how society is ran. Okay, because China is, excuse me, is ahead, or is moving faster with AI. Okay, which is why you see, as soon as Trump came into office again, that is one of his main agendas, right? I believe it was within that same week, or it might have been that same day of his inauguration, he made the declaration of Stargate, which this article talks about. So reading on, it says, DeepSeek's success in delivering powerful AI models at a lower cost has rattled Silicon Valley and multiplied calls for U.S. big tech to protect its dominance on of the emerging technology. It's clear to everyone now that this kind of infrastructure is going to be the backbone of future economic growth and national development, OpenAI said in a blog post. Okay, so they're openly saying this, that AI is the future of the economic and national, growth and development. So without AI, they're saying that your country won't be able to grow, right? And remember, AI is artificial intelligence, right? It says this is a moment when we need to act to support countries around the world that would prefer to build on democratic AI rails and provide a clear alternative to authoritarian versions of AI that would deploy it to consolidate power. The OpenAI for Countries initiative was launched under the auspices um, of a Stargate drive announced by United States President Donald Trump to invest up to $500 billion in AI infrastructure in the United States. We've heard from many countries asking for help in building out similar AI infrastructure, OpenAI said. In response to these interested governments, OpenAI is offering a new kind of partnership for the intelligence age, right? So they're saying that they're offering interested governments, other countries, a partnership with AI along with America, right? Because they're saying they're working with the American government, for this intelligence age, right? So keep that term in mind, intelligence age. It says OpenAI is in coordination with the U.S. government. So the U.S. government is at the forefront. Will help countries build data centers and provide customized versions of its Chat GPT AI tailored for local languages and cultures to improve healthcare, education, and public services, according to the tech firm. Projects are to involve local as well as OpenAI capital. Partner countries would invest in their broader Stargate project to expand US led AI leadership, OpenAI said. Now, brothers, elders have done videos, even these truthers. I know one of them, what is it called? Nation Conspire. The same guy, I believe, is another channel. It's called The Ones That See. He had spoken about, Stargate, all right, and what that, goes into, which really it goes into, this devil trying to use left-handed, spirit, magic, right, sorcery, enchantments, right, demons, all right, to basically, you know, tap into the spirit world on the left hand side, you know, to gain a higher uh, uh, status, right? A higher become basically to become like the Most High, right? They're trying to go beyond, right, the natural occurrences, right, of humanity, right? And this is what this technology, this artificial intelligence, is all about. Okay, so you know, this is a lot of information, a lot of technical things that, you know, you got to, you know, like I said, brothers have done videos on this. But if you want to get into it more, you know, you got to do your research. But what I did was I just went to Gronk and asked a couple questions, right? So the first one I asked was, does the intelligence age have anything to do with microchips? It said, yes, the intelligence age is deeply tied to microchips. Microchips or integrated circuits are the backbone of modern computing, enabling the processing power needed for artificial intelligence, machine learning, and advanced automation. They drive devices like smartphones, computers, and IoT systems, which stands for Internet of Things, which are central to this era of intelligent technologies. Without the exponential growth in microchips performance, often described as Moore's law, the intelligence age characterized by AI and data-driven innovation wouldn't be possible. So I said, could that also include implantable microchips? Yes, implantable microchips could play a role in the intelligence age. They are already they already they're already used for medical purposes like monitoring health conditions or delivering targeted treatments, and could integrate with AI systems for real-time data processing or enhanced human machine interfaces. Now, where it says there, it says could integrate with AI systems for real-time data processing, and that is something that that guy Yuval Noah Harari said, right? That humans have become hackable creatures, and what they, in order to basically hack a human, you need a lot of computing power and a lot of data. All right, and that is why you're seeing, right, these data centers being created. Okay, and you have these AI systems that are where the computing power is, you know, the AI systems, right? And in order to grow your computing power, you need to have more, you know, electricity, right? You need to have more of these data systems, right? And also, in order to have, as the second thing was, you need data, right? And then the data that they're talking about is the people. Okay, so they're using these you know, your social medias, right, uh your interactions with artificial intelligence to gather data, right? And ultimately what they want to do is have real-time data processing or enhanced human machine interfaces, which is the whole man and machine being merged. And that is going to be by way of what? The implantable microchips. It says, for example, neural implants, see that? Like those being developed by Neuralink aim to connect the brain directly to computers, potentially augmenting cognition. So augmenting cognition meaning what? Changing your thought processing, right? It says, or enabling new forms of interaction with intelligent systems. However, their impact depends on advancements in biocompatibility, security, and ethical consideration. See? So, and a lot of people, right, because of, you know, how they're basically going to cause, right, the Paeo cause everyone, right? Rich and poor, small and great, free and bond, by way of even causing some type of black swan event, right? Some type of financial collapse where people are at a position to where they feel as though that there's no other choice or other option other than integrating with this new system, right? Integrating with AI. Okay, so what else we have here? So yeah, let me jump down here. So I went to what is the intelligence age, because that is something that you had the World Economic Forum speak about, right? This is the intelligence age, and that is coincide with the so-called fourth industrial revolution, which, as we always mention, Klaus Schwab said it won't only change society, it will change you. And how will it change you? Through these implantable microchips, right? Which will be something that they deem the ability to augment humanity. So it says the intelligence age refers to the current era where advanced technologies, particularly artificial intelligence, machine learning, and interconnected systems, drive transformative changes across society, economy, and daily life. Okay? So this is going to be transformative across everyday life. So your day to day won't be what what you're accustomed to. All right, in this intelligence age, because of artificial intelligence. All right, it says enabled by powerful microchips and vast data networks, it's characterized by AI-powered innovations. Generative AI like ChatGPT and other models automate tasks, enhance decision making, and create new forms of content from text to art. So this is why they're also speaking about AI is going to take, over 80% of the current jobs that people do. All right, everything's going to be automated. So you're going to have a lot of people that are not, needed to do these jobs that are currently being done. And they constantly been saying that, by 2030, I think they said by 2030, 80% of jobs that are, or might even be before 2030. But regardless, right, even if it was 2030, that's, less than 5 years away. 80% of the jobs that now are going to be gone. Okay, that's why they speak about universal basic income, right? People having to, there's going to be less need for people, right? It says ubiquitous computing, smart devices, IoT, and cloud computing integrate intelligence into everything from homes to industries. Human augmentation. So this is a part of the intelligence age. Human augmentations. Technologies like implantable microchips or brain computer interfaces, IG, Neuralink, enhance human capabilities or health. See? So the intelligence age is directly linked to implantable microchips. And this is what is being talked about, by, these technocrats. Okay. And this is why they're saying that if you do not take, if you don't get down with the intelligence age, if you don't get down with the augmentation, then you're going to be deemed, useless, right? You're going to be separated from society, right? You're not going to be able to keep up, okay, with how society is moving, because everybody, in order for you to be a part of this intelligence age, you have to be augmented. And in order to be augmented, you have to be implanted with a microchip. Economic and social shifts. AI reshapes and industries, create new job categories, and raises ethical questions about privacy, equity, and control. The term captures the shift from the information age, where data was key, to an era where intelligent systems actively interpret and act on that data, amplifying human potential, but also introducing complex challenges. So, amplifying human potential. And this is what? These pseudo miracles, right? These lying wonders. Okay. And as we can see, that charagma, okay, that thing inserted, the implantable microchips is pivotal to the intelligence age, to the success of the intelligence age. All right, so this is something I just want to just bring out. Like I said, this was a movie. Just I'm not even sure because it just reloaded, but TV show called The 100, and there's plenty of other TV shows that also touch on that as well. All right, about how taking some microchip, and it augments you and it puts you into a euphoric state, where you're more intelligent, you're happy, you don't feel any pain, all these things, right? But at the end of the day, I just want to bring this out, and I ended out with this scripture, something that we always bring out, but we have to be consistently paying attention to these things, because this is what's coming down the pipe. All right, this is what is happening now. And remember what they talked about with the fourth industrial revolution, or with the whole movement of the intelligence age, whatever you want to call it. They're saying that it's going to be something that happens exponentially fast, right? It's not going to take 100 years, or even 50 years, right? You look at the different revolutions, they all happen quicker and quicker. But with artificial intelligence, you can see how fast it's growing. Okay, so that is why the Lord spoke about being a watchman, and how this day is going to come upon the world unawares, because they're just seeing this. Oh, it's cool. It can write write you an email, right? It could help you cook. They're staying there for things like that. But what the real agenda that they have, coming is what? That you got to take that charagma, right, in order to, be a part of this new economy, right? You got to take this charagma to be a part of society as a whole. All right, and in that charagma, those microchips are their way to ultimately be able to control, right, everybody. Because when they talk about augmenting your cognition, right, your cognition is what? Your brain. So they'll be able to actually control your thoughts, see your thoughts, right, manipulate your thoughts, and all that. And that's why the Lord said, scripture says that anybody that take that charagma, you're going to have to be burnt, right? Because you ultimately have made a covenant with this devil. You made a covenant with the with the serpent. And there's no way for you to be delivered or saved when you have now bowed the knee to the image of Baal, when you have given yourself to idolatry, not just spiritually, but you're actually physically, giving yourself to this false god. You see? So yeah, so that is why Yahweh said that if he didn't come, there will be no flesh saved. And Yahweh is coming to deliver, right, his elect, and his elect are currently in the flesh. So those that don't take that charagma, that's why they will have the victory over the beast, because they're not going to, give their bodies, right? Remember, because the scripture says that your body is a temple, all right? And we are bought with a price. So if you give your body up to this devil, right, through the thing inserted for the covenant with him by the cutting of your flesh, then there's no way that the Yahweh Shai is coming back to save you. And you as being, chipped, have to be your body has to be destroyed. All right. So, but getting this here, 2 Corinthians 2 verse 11 says, at least Satan shall get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. All right. So, that's why I just want to bring that out, because we can clearly see where, this is heading. So, with that, Lord willing, this is edifying unto the elect, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Shalom.